massive, massive night in the Premier League title race, and I'll be honest with you, it took me a little bit by surprise. This league's fucking mental, man. Just a normal Wednesday night, just chilling and bang, just like that. Wow. Uh, yeah. Arsenal Football Club 1, Brighton 0, Manchester City 2, Nottingham Forest 2. Man City have dropped crucial points in the fucking running of this title race here. Insane. And Arsenal now have a 7 point lead, 7 point cushion again. Fair enough. Man City do have a game in hand, obviously, which could cut that down to 4. But the main kind of talking point from that, I suppose, is that it's now solely back in Arsenal's hands again, which sometimes is something that Arsenal struggle to deal with, admittedly. But at this stage in the season, it's huge. Fucking huge. I can't stress enough. Um, what was I going to say there? I had a point. Yeah, so it means, like, let's say Man City won their game in hand. They could even beat us at the Etihad, provided Arsenal won all their games apart from the Man City match. That would still leave Arsenal a point ahead. Madness. Madness. But yeah, I don't expect that to happen. I think there'll be much more nights like this one where there'll be, again, twists and turns. I'm not, like, if you heard me on here, you know I'm fairly modest in the sense that Arsenal haven't won this league until they're lifting the trophy in May. That's when I'll believe it. I've already had messages from people saying, congrats for like the 6th time this season on winning the league. Again, and I've told them what I'll say here. Honestly, I'm not saying anything with chest. I believe we're champions when we're lifting the trophy at the end of it. Until then, I'm not saying shit because I have too much PTSD. I know how this can go. But yeah, tonight fills me with a lot of confidence. If you were to compare it to um, after the Wolves result, I actually made a video straight after that where I was comparing the next 5 games for each team between Arsenal and Man City. I looked at Arsenal and I said, fuck, Spurs, albeit not great, but they just brought on a new manager, remember? And again, North London derby, anything can happen. After that, Chelsea, another big London derby, but against a better side. And then Brighton away tonight, potential banana skin. Brighton have been kind of like a bogey team for us in recent years. Then you compare that to Man City's. Actually think their first game in that run was probably the one I most expected them to drop points if they were gunny. It was Newcastle, then obviously Leeds, who admittedly gave them a very good game, and they were lucky to get away with the 3 points. And then obviously tonight against Forest, where they drew at home. And I had said, and I had 100% meant it at the time, I expected Man City to get 5 points from 5. Um, and I also said I struggle to say with chest that I can see Arsenal doing the same. But after 3 games since that video, as I say, it's Arsenal that are on max points, 9 out of 9. They dispatched the Spurs, they dispatched the Chelsea, and they had to work for it tonight, but they've dispatched Brighton. And then I look at Man City, as I say, dispatched Newcastle, who gave them a good match, dispatched Leeds, who also gave them a very good match, and yeah, held today and pegged back twice against Nottingham Forest, who have done Arsenal a fucking massive favour tonight. Now, I'll be honest, like, as buzzing as I am, like, actually watching it couldn't have got off to a fucking worse start. For whatever reason, I don't know if it's like usually midweek games, usually it's the Champions League, so I don't know, I just assumed in my head mentally it was an 8 o'clock kickoff. So it was actually 7:30 the matches started. So it got to about 10 to 8 and I went on to Discovery, went on to TNT Sports, stuck it on, 20 minutes, Arsenal 1, Brighton 0. And I was thinking, what the fuck? And I was like, oh no. I was like, I've missed the start of it. I fucking missed the start of it. And you know what? I was nearly like devastated that I turned it on because the rest of the half then it was all Brighton. Like, credit to Brighton, that's one thing I will say. They were fucking excellent tonight. They had a great performance. Arsenal were very lucky to get away with the win tonight. You could argue, you could argue like if any team should have won it based on the chance creation and just the general football, like Brighton, Brighton were fucking excellent. Arsenal really had to grind out that result. And they were very lucky. But again, that's how you win titles. I suppose like there's winning ugly, but I have to give Brighton credit here. Arsenal didn't just win ugly; they won fucking grotesque. Arsenal were not great, but as I say, I'd already missed the goal. And then as I say, I was just like, right, get to halftime, don't concede. Um, and then I saw the highlights that I had missed, and I was thinking, oh shit, this actually is quite fucking scary. But yeah, 9 minutes in, Bukayo Saka gives Arsenal the lead. On his 300th appearance, good for him. It's almost as if it was written in the stars for him. But like typical Bukayo Saka goal, we've actually not seen enough of it this season. He gets the ball out the wing and he cuts in, he shoots, and all right, it takes a couple of deflections, and admittedly, like it bounces off the keeper's leg and goes in. Like I'll be the first to say, I thought it was very poor goalkeeping. I thought the goalkeeper should have done a lot better there. Um, but was I complaining? Absolutely fucking not. Um, yeah. So then, and then I saw moments later, fucking David Raya almost getting chipped, and Gabriel obviously heading it away, and he was fucking very good tonight. Obviously no Saliba. Um, he's out injured. Hopefully, I don't know what the story is with that, if it's long term or not. But yeah, Gabriel was fucking excellent. Mascara came in for Saliba, and from what I saw, he was a bit shaky, especially in that second half. And Brighton were putting it on Arsenal big time in that second half. And Mascara was scaring me at times. I was thinking, right, you've got this here, just be composed, whatever. And then whatever Brighton player it was would just ease past him. And I was thinking, what the fuck are you doing? And he's been fairly reliable this season when he's come in, Mascara. But tonight I didn't think he was that great. And obviously I wasn't surprised when obviously he did come off then. And Calafiori came on, which meant that Hincapié, who had started the game, moved on to centre back. And bro, we need to talk about how good Hincapié actually is, right? Like obviously he was I know Calafiori was coming back from an injury, but Hincapié has been keeping him out of the team. And then he moves into centre back when called upon, and he was just clearing everything. He was so good. Timber, I actually thought he was shaky. In a couple of those games where they were where we were dropping points, like before we got in a bit of a run against Spurs and Chelsea again. But he was back to his best tonight. I thought he was excellent. Um, especially when he's going up for a header. I don't know where he gets the height from. I was actually saying this. Me and my dad were having a chat about it. He's so small, but like he seemed to win every header. He's fucking excellent. But yeah, no doubt about it. I wasn't surprised to see Gabriel get man of the match, but our defense is what won us that match tonight. I cannot say with confidence our attack deserved anything from the game. Gyökeres was firing blanks today again. Martinelli, he kept waiting for the ball, man, and it was really starting to stress me out. And then Trossard came on, and he wasn't that particularly good either. But in fairness, Havertz came on up front, and I think he done more in like 15, 20 minute cameo than Gyökeres had done up until that point before. I'm really pleased to see him back fit. I think he's got a big role to play as well. But again, like as I say, credit to Brighton. They give Arsenal a game of it, and they should walk away with their heads held high. Definitely. On an hour night, an hour night, they'd have got a result. And I definitely this is where I look at this Arsenal side now. Like 2 years ago, Arsenal would have lost that match. Not even drew, they'd have lost it. I'm even looking, as I say, Saliba was obviously out. Martin Odegaard didn't play. You look at 2 years ago, Martin Odegaard, William Saliba. If we didn't have those two, we were fucked. And it just really is a testament to their squad depth. But yeah, as I say, I can't with confidence say like, that was a great performance, good win, whatever. We won grotesquely ugly. Absolutely fucking fair play to Brighton. They made Arsenal work for it. But yeah, we got the win, and that's what matters. Get a bit of a cushion on Man City, who, let's get to them, drop points tonight. Um, Opening the scoring, obviously, as well as I say, was Semenyo. Fucking, I'm getting sick of saying that bastard's name, you know. What a signing he's been. I think they were saying that's 5 goals in 8 league appearances for Man City now. He's come in and he's just seriously just embedded in perfectly. On the volley as well, it was a great finish. And obviously I didn't watch that game because I was watching the Arsenal match. I've just seen the wee highlights when they pop up. But Nottingham Forest did equalise in the second half through Morgan Gibbs White with a clever wee back heel, which actually kind of done well. They put in the back of the net. Yeah, and as I say, I'm only speaking on the wee highlights that I saw, so I'm gonna fly you through this. And I was thinking, oh fuck, come on, Forrest, let's go. But yeah, yeah, the notification. See when you're watching it on Discovery, the wee notification of the scoreline pops up, and then a couple of moments later, the commentators will say it on TV. So the notification comes up 1-1. I'm thinking, oh shit, fucking let's go. Couple of minutes pass. The commentator says, "Oh, big goal, Nottingham Forest have equalised against Man City." And as he says that, it comes up, Man City 2, Newcastle 1. And I was thinking, fucking talk about the commentator's curse. And of course, it's Rodri scoring from a set piece, by the way. We've got 2 points on this. Scoring from a corner. How fucking dare he? And then the celebration police have been out for Arsenal. You heard Gary Neville saying it, like, fucking don't be over celebrating, keep your head, stay focused. Did you see the celebrations of those fucking City players? And Rodri leading the charge, like whatever. All right, I get it. They've won stuff and they have the right to celebrate. But like, if you're going to hold that side, don't get over emotional when it comes to Arsenal. Hold the same energy when it comes to Man City, because that's what happens. Rodri scores from a corner. There we are. Laddie, do you have 3 points for Man City, or is it? It's not, because I'm actually going to check what minute it is here because I actually didn't have it. It was the 76th minute. Elliot Anderson from outside the box scores an absolute screamer. What a finish it was. It came up in the corner. I was like, holy fuck, what a finish. And at this stage, Brighton are piling on at Arsenal when I see it come up. And I was like, right, let's go, Arsenal, let's fucking go. Um, but yeah, what a finish, man. And as I say, I was still thinking it would be very typical here. Brighton equalise and Man City to go in and win 3-2. And I've just been edged for 10 minutes. But no, Forrest saw out the result. They got the draw. Um, and did West Ham ended up beating Fulham tonight? Do you think they did? Bruce, I'm telling you, it's not looking good if you're a Spurs fan. Forest and West Ham fucking there as well. It's getting dicey. I'm fucking loving it. But yeah, it's a good night tonight if you're an Arsenal fan. Definitely. Like I can't contain that. As I say, I'm gonna be modest and say nothing's won yet, but I'm gonna enjoy tonight absolutely. Yeah, City had a stumbling block, and Arsenal, as I say, they were bad. Or like Arsenal were bad. Like, it was the most frustrating watch of all time. But do you know what? We've got the 3 points and we've extended our lead at the top, and we'll see what happens. We will fucking see. It's gonna be a fucking roller coaster. But yeah, as I say, I kind of flew through the whole Man City stuff because I say I'm basing it off just wee tiny little squares that I saw in the corner. But as I say, there's going to be a lot of twists and turns in this title race still. I can feel it. It's not as um, black and white as yet. Arsenal are going to run away with it again. I can't see that happening. I would love for it to, but I'm never going to say that because it would come back to bite me. Yeah, not over till the fat lady sings. Can you say that anymore, or is that like cancelable? It's not over until someone sings. But yeah, the happy Wednesday, folks. A wee midweek treat. Um, yeah, we'll see what happens with that. I've done my rambling. I'm going to have my wee tea now. And I bid you farewell from the top of the Premier League table. You know the stuff, folks. TikTok down there, Instagram down there. Give us a follow if you're enjoying me chatting shite and following my title race drama. And obviously the subscribe button's kicking about here somewhere as well. So yeah, like, subscribe, show your love. And yeah, come on, you fucking gunners. And come on, Nottingham Forest as well. just for tonight. Yeah, anyway, folks, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.